Hello everybody and welcome to the FLPK League's Sunshine State Championships. This is the Orlando Qualifiers. What's up? Today we're going to have 9 athletes competing for their chance to be one of the top 3 going on to the Miami finals with a chance to win $500. So far, this is our second qualifier done. First one was Tampa. This one is Orlando, with Jacksonville being on September the 12th. And the Miami qualifier being on October 9th, with the grand finals being on the 10th. Today, these athletes will have 30 challenges to complete. Each challenge is worth 1 point. The top 3 athletes with the highest score get invited to the Miami finals. Today we're broadcasting live from Orlando Parkour. Thank you very much, Orlando Parkour, for hosting and allowing us to have our qualifier here today, even though it is hot as hell out here. I will be your commentator today, Eric Price, commentator and event coordinator for the Sunshine State Championship 2021. Our judges today will be Tyler Gatewood and Gareth Norvell. Tyler Gatewood being our head of media productions for the FLPK League, and Gareth Norvell being the athlete supervisor. Looks like everyone's fixing to start with the explanation of the challenges themselves. And now we will switch over to live cam. You can see all of our beautiful athletes out here. Every single person ready to compete. Currently, just explaining the rules. We do not have a mic for Gareth. No, they can't hear. Hey, what's up, guys? See people actually coming to live chat. Hey, Daddy. Hey, son. How are you? It's good to see you out here. What we are looking at for challenge completion is control. We need to see correct sticks, correct technique, but most importantly, control. If people are just sliding off, it's not going to count. Hey, what's poppin'? Ripple TV, aka Connor Kelly. Special shout out to Connor Kelly for making all of our graphics and just being an all-around great guy. Oh, somebody's gonna come out here and win this entire cop. Who is this? Who is this? Oh, it's Daniel. That's who it is. Daniel, I thought you just chickened out at the last minute. Currently, we are just going over all 30 challenges. As the athletes participate in the challenge, I will also explain what they are. Ah, I see. That's what Daniel meant. So we'll definitely appreciate that, Mr. Daniel, if you come on out here and help us with the filming. No, talk. No. Just, yeah. Okay. Everybody on stream, please bear with me. I need to make one change to the scoreboard. We'll be back shortly. I mean, we're not going to be able to do anything about that. Alrighty, we're back. Just had to make a quick edit to the scoreboard. Unfortunately, we cannot do anything about the fan noise. As you know, OPK is hot as hell today, and I am not going to sit out here without any sort of fan. And number two, we do not actually have a mic attached to the moving camera. So, as the competitors will be actually doing the challenges, I will also be explaining them. Josh, it's good to see you, man. Wish you were here. Hope to see you over in the Jacksonville qualifier. And Connor, I'm actually going to 100% agree with that prediction. The So-So Boys have destroyed our Tampa qualifiers. And I have no doubt they will continue to destroy the rest of these qualifiers as we go. Tampa qualifiers top three were Joel Barnes, Jesse Napko, and Matthew. I forget Matthew's last name. Crap. Matthew Franktick. Matthew Franktick. Joel taking first place with a total of 10 points. Matthew taking second place with a total of 7 points. And Jesse taking first with a total of, I believe it was 6 points. Just barely. Our Tampa qualifier was much longer and much harder than our Orlando qualifier. Today we will be hopefully seeing some high-scoring athletes out here instead of what we had down in Tampa. We have adjusted our challenges accordingly so that hopefully we will see some high scores. Javier, how you doing, my dude? Wish you were here competing, man. Would love to see you smash out some of these challenges. Javier, I better see you out in Miami. If I don't see you there, I'm going to come for the boy. I'll hunt you down and find you no matter where you are. The challenges today were set by our resident athlete supervisor, Gareth Norvell. Not only a native to Orlando, but knows this gym like the back of his hand. Most of these challenges today are going to be dealer's choice as to how they start them. Most challenges out here do not have a set start point. My God, Connor, why are you just the most fantastic man in all the land? Let me just tell you a quick story about this Connor Kelly guy. This Connor Kelly guy has created all of the visuals that you are seeing with the Be Right Back images and the FLPK Instagram logos, and soon the athletes' title cards. He has created all of that, and in fact is still creating these title cards at the last minute for us so that we look like we're a professional outfit. Everybody, big shout outs to Connor Kelly. He is the man, the bomb, the myth, the legend. You cannot do better than him, boys and girls. Where is he? If you guys ever need any sort of graphic design help, I would highly recommend Connor Kelly. He is in the chat right now as Ripple TV. You can also find him on Instagram as, I believe it's Cornball PK? What's Connor's Instagram? Or it might be just Connor Ripple PK. Let's see. Connor Kelly's Instagrams are stop_down_optics. Oh, stop_down_optics. That is his professional one. And then his personal one is Ripple_fractal PK. Ripple_fractal PK. If you guys can ever need any sort of graphic design help, I highly recommend Connor Kelly for all of your graphic design needs. Now we're Josh, if I could walk you through the challenges, I definitely would. But I honestly don't know half of them myself. Gareth was the one who created most of these. But I will be walking you through the challenges once the athletes actually start completing them.
And then number 21.
Josh, every day I wake up, I kick Gareth in the shins at least 5 times. You don't have to worry about that one. Looks like we just finished explaining our challenges. Our athletes will be getting to them shortly. So, looks like time's going to start at 12:45. Athletes will have 2 hours to complete all the challenges. We will be zooming in and showcasing athletes completing challenges as they go. So everybody, please stay tuned. And don't forget to follow us on our Instagram and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because this is where we will be doing all of our streaming. We will be live streaming the finals as well. All right, we're going to be switching over to the static camera.
Your 2 hours starts now.
And their 2 hours off. Athletes are off and actually starting the competition itself. Good luck to all of our athletes, and I cannot wait to see who's actually on top.
I cut to this one and leave. Yeah, that's what I said. I told him, I was like, when they're done.
And that's Caleb Aluliano and Raul Muniz with 1 point completing that. Running pre to the rail, 90-degree direction change stick. We're giving our cameraman just a quick rest before he actually picks up this moving camera again and starts recording again. I'm so sad that you're not here too, Josh. We really miss you. And now we'll be going back over to our moving camera, watching the athletes themselves. Looks like we have Gian right here stepping up for winning one of our running pre-challenges. Gion's coming so close to top 3 in our Tampa competition. And here we have Joel Barnes, our top from the Tampa competition. And of course, one of our favorites for today, Raul Munez. Whoop. Man, Gion's so close to that running pre. Looks like he's sizing something up. Cat Dino all the way to the top, and that is another point for Raul. All right. Joel back up, sizing the same challenge up. There's the stride. Ah, his feet touched on the cat. That first cat is super tricky because of how small it is. Gian again, sizing up that running pre. Hey, and there's Gian getting that stick. First point for Gian of the day. And here is Seth Ryan, followed up by Joel. Ah, so close. Again, a feet a little bit too high on that cat, actually. Jesse Napko stepping up, looking at a plyo that's been set. It's a pretty hard one. I believe that plyo is all the way to the top. This is Zach stepping up again, trying that same running pre that Gian just attempted. Not getting enough height, though, unfortunately. Joel getting that cat, and up to the Dino. And that will count as a point for Joel. I believe that is his second point so far of the competition. And here's Lewis, another competitor from the actual Tampa qualifier. coming back in Orlando, trying to get into that top 3 spot to make it out to the Miami finals. Looks like we're going to have some time spent with one of the other favorites of the day, a yellow wall. It's Raul coming up for a tack plyo pre, with Caleb looking like he's going to be sizing up. I believe it is a Kong Cat 180 back. Kong's being one of this Caleb's specialties, of course. Joel getting very close to that running pre 90-degree plyo, but just not getting that transition smooth enough to actually make it count. Again, it looks like we have Caleb here sizing up this Kong Cat back. Let's see what he has. It's always so hard to actually get your steps right for any sort of Kong movement, especially when you have a bunch of people jumping around in the background. And here goes Caleb. Oh, looking very confident, very strong on that Kong, just not quite getting to the wall, getting his chest back up to grab onto that wall. Looks like we're going to be stepping away from Caleb for the moment and actually looking at, well, we got Jesse, Joel, and Matthew right now. Again, the top 3 from Tampa. If Joel can just clean up that plyo transition, he will get that point so easily. Let's see, it looks like we got Jesse stepping up for the next one. It looks like we're going to be counting that one as a point for Jesse. And here goes Matthew. Matthew hitting that pre super nicely. Made it look like it was easy. Gian coming up, giving it a nice test to the wall before the actual rail. That's always good to see. You like to make sure that you're nice and comfortable with the jump before you actually commit to a harder, more precise landing. Ah, Seth being so close to that one. And here we have Mitchell stepping up, looking at the same jump here as everybody else. Joel's just holding back a little bit on that landing. And here we go again with Seth. Overshooting just a bit. Looks like actually Gian stepping in front here. Somebody did something. All right, this is Lewis right here. Lewis stepping up for this. Ooh. Getting a bad step off that first wall is always super hard to actually commit to afterwards. Going back over to Caleb. Looks like he's actually setting up for this Kong Cat back. Joel actually just got that running pre 90-degree direction change. Plyo. Of course, as soon as the camera's off of him. Caleb hitting that Kong, nice and good. Oh, just couldn't get that step off that wall. Looking so close. Just explaining how he's just a little bit stretched out on that actual cat itself. Joel. Whoa! Saving himself nicely on the overshoot cat back. Having that quick feet slip out, but that's no worries there for a man with the stature and skills of Joel. Looking like Seth just not quite getting it right there. It looks like Raul is stepping up for one of the stride challenges. Oh, just getting one bad step on that second bar. Here we go, Lewis again. Nice, actually getting the wall. And that's always the first step to actually getting this. Plyo pre. Going to the wall first so then you can go over to the bar. Here we go with Raul setting up for some strides. Oh, just landing a little short on that. Just a little bit lower than he needed to be.
Okay.
Here we go with Mitch. Just overshooting that last rail by a little bit. I know Mitch has this because we have played a game of stick on this exact challenge before. Gian. Oh, looking very controlled, very solid on this. I would not be surprised if he doesn't get it in the next 2 or 3 tries. Zach again stepping up for the running pre to the wall itself. And we're back to Raul. Looking very comfortable, hitting these strides. This one's a little bit extra because you only get one step on that wall. Oh, and he does it so well, but overshoots the last rail. Looked way more confident than the last time, but again, I would not be surprised if he's not able to get this in the next 2 to 3 tries. Seth's being so close to that actual stick itself. And there's a handsome man right here actually running this entire live stream and giving you some nice commentary as we go. Raul taking his moment, making sure everything is good. Saying hi to everybody. I don't think he actually knows that you guys cannot hear him. Making sure everybody knows that it is very freaking hot in this gym. It is hot in Topeka. Gian again getting very close to the actual plyo there. Raul stepping up again. Ready for the strides. And he gets the stick. That's another point for Raul. Running through these like it's nobody's business. This looks like it's Gian taking a small fall on that 90-degree plyo. See, it looks like Seth's stepping up. Oh, and so close.
Oh, so close.
If Seth can just show us control on that landing, he will be set to go. Looks like Caleb's over there sizing up the dynos. Oh, so close to actually completing that challenge. That dyno challenge is going to be extra tricky because you have to go sideways to the rail, to the wall, and then back up to the top of the yellow there. Let's see. Looks like Raul sizing up a very particular challenge. This one is one of the first challenges that we actually put on, and this is looking like it's going to be plyo cat with a cling. Ah, and he was so close. Again, for that one, you cannot cat the top of the wall, but you have to actually cat onto the sides. Hold it and show control. And Mitchell getting his first point, I believe.
Nice, Mitchell.
I actually do not have the scoreboard in front of me right now. We'll be giving a scoreboard update here in a few minutes. And Seth also getting his point on this 90-degree plyo. Let's see if Gian can make it a hat trick, 3 in a row. And Gian, even with Mitchell interfering, gets the point. And Zach, again, just trying to get comfortable on that rail. Gian getting that hat trick, making sure it's 3 in a row. That's always one of the best feelings, is when you and your friends are all able to slam out the same challenge at the same time. One of the best feelings in parkour itself. Again, looks like Raul is sizing up that plyo cat clinger. Ah, so close to actually getting it. Raul taking a moment. Again, boys and girls, I cannot stress how hot it actually is out here today. You can see some of the competitors actually over in the waiting area, just taking some time to actually cool down and make sure they're staying hydrated. Looks like Jesse is eyeing up something. Ah, and it was the Kong pre back on that slant, and he gets that point very nicely. Caleb's looking like he's eyeing up something. Hitting the... This one is particularly terrible. It's running in, striding off that back wall, and then dive konging over those last 2 walls, hitting that dive kong from the plyo. See how close Caleb can get on this attempt. So close. So the goal is to take off the wall Caleb is standing on and dive kong out this wall that we're just passing now. There's Marcia hanging out, making sure she's supporting the parkour community and her lovely, lovely man, Caleb Eliano. See, it looks like Gian's actually sizing up that Kong pre-splat back too. Jesse sizing up this particularly nasty challenge. Having to take 2 steps off that slant wall and then sticking on the far wall there. See if Tyler might be able to get a better angle. Matthew looking very comfortable on the Kong itself though. Raul looking like he's sizing up something too. Or maybe he's just goofing. Raul doing, this challenge is particularly nasty. It is 2 steps on that slant, back over to the tall wall, step back over and catting onto that slant wall. Particularly nasty. We'll be updating the scoreboard itself here soon and letting you guys know how all of our competitors are doing. Currently right now we have Gareth Norvell keeping track of all the athletes' points. I believe the scores are coming back to me now. I will be updating the scoreboard and letting you guys know. All right, boys and girls. Raul stepping up, sizing up this dive Kong. Looking good. And again, Gion's here too. I'm looking at this dive Kong itself. Hey, Dan. All right, boys and girls, here's your quick scoreboard update. All right, boys and girls, here is our updated scoreboard. Right now we have Jesse Napko with 2 points, Raul Muniz with 7 points. Our leader right now, Joel Barnes with 4, Mitchell with 1, Caleb Luniano with 5 points in second place. Gian should have 2 points, but does not. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. 2. I see what's happening here. That was just a little bit of technical error on my part. I see what's happening here. And we have Seth with 2 and Lewis with 0 points. Lewis with 0 and Zach with 1. Right now we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty of actually getting these points actually figured out here, but if you will give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen, I will figure that out for you. All right, boys and girls, it looks like the scoreboard has been updated and it is officially on. So far right now, we have about an hour and a half remaining in the competition proper. Again, right now, it looks like we have Jesse with 2 points, Raul with 7, Joel with 4, Mitchell with 1, Caleb with 5, Gian with 2, Seth with 2, Lewis with 0, and Zach with 1. Time to check back in with our athletes themselves, see how everybody's doing. Looks like everybody's definitely slowed down after the first 30 minutes here. Caleb stepping up. You love to see the sharing of the chalk. Matthew looking very confident on that dyno in the background there. Looks like Caleb stepping up for the plyo cat clinger. Let's see how he does. Oh, and Caleb getting so close to just banging that out. Almost first try. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be right back with you shortly. In the meantime, please keep watching and enjoying.
Hey guys, Eric is taking a break while he eats because it's hot as poop out here. Jesse is attempting to get the plow stick, I believe. Getting prepared here as he goes for it. Oh. Little wobble, but he pulls through with the stick. Doing a great job here. Getting another point. Oh, he dabs it out. Eric over here is telling us he's the one who worships the capybara. Seth going for it. Oh, slipping back. We see Caleb eyeing up the same challenge. As you can see, prepping the part where he actually sticks to that beautiful wall here at Orlando Parkour, where it is hot and heavy. Caleb is still prepping out here. Goes for the plow. Plow cut. Holds on. Finally gets that point. And we're switching to the...
Go all the way down? Yeah, static camera. Yep.
Do you want to break? Is that it, or is your battery dead?
It should charge for a little bit, but also like my biceps killing.
I was gonna say I can take
this for, like, the
take
past-
over that once you want to get back on this. I can.
How can we charge it real quick, like just for a little bit? There could be another battery. Like another battery to put inside?
Going to the static angle while we changing angles over here for a moment. You can see Raul and Joel Joel are clearly eyeing up a new challenge as Seth is prepping the plow. Look at that. Plow. Oh, slips out on the catch. Doing a great job though. Mitchell, I think, is eyeing up a separate challenge as some so-so boys over here are looking at the challenges. Mitchell in that fine body, just chilling over here. Gian wiping his face. At this point, this commentary has gone berserk. Oh, Seth, I think, just got the lache challenge, I believe, in the far corner over there. I think the competitors are surely feeling the heat. We're doing great over here. As we can see, Seth is going again for the plow cat challenge. Still slipping out on the end. Jesse over here is eyeing up the stride challenge, same as Mitchell. I think Joel is trying to take a brief break over here, cooling off. As we've said before, it is extremely hot over here. We have one fan running, two fans running, I believe. Hope everyone's enjoying it. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Everyone is so sweaty that Gian already has his own personal towel as Joel passes Raul his towel. Bringing a towel to these events might be needed every time. Seth, I believe, is eyeing up the plow cat challenge again. He has gotten so close to it, failing only at the end, slipping out. You can see Mitchell rehearsing the stride mission on the poles. Jesse taking another peek. I believe Mitchell is going for the dyno mission, as Seth goes for the plow cat. Mitchell and Seth both not completing said challenges, and Jesse taking another go at the stride mission. Joel going for it. Once again, slipping out a little. Zach is in the background left corner trying a tack lache mission. As Gian tries the Kong cat to 180 mission behind our blue wall, a bit hidden right now. Apologies for the static angle right now. Our camera is changing batteries. I believe recharging batteries as we speak, actually. We may have to deal with this angle for a bit longer. I'm gonna head out for a brief moment, check up on some things, and we'll be right back. But for now, here's the static angle.
All right. It's me in the chair now. And for anybody still listening, thank you. And thanks for watching. This actually, I don't know if any of the other Eric or Danny has told you guys already, but essentially this streaming for Orlando is also meant to be kind of like a little test run for ourselves, because we want to very much stream the finals at Miami Freerunning, the finals of this championship. We want to do it right, we want to do it well, and so we're utilizing this qualifier as a way to kind of just test that out, because it's the only gym qualifier. All the other qualifiers are outside as kind of the main purpose for this whole outdoor skill qualifier competition that we've set up this year. Once again, guys, ideally FLPK League is an entity meant for, you know, Florida's hub for events and competitions, trying to get people more involved in competing for progression, right? You come to these competitions, whether it's hosted by us or some other gym or team, and you kind of set a standard for yourself. You go, you know what, this is what I should be doing, this is how I should be training to accomplish these goals, these challenges, so when I do compete again, I can actually see how far I've gone. So we set these challenges relatively hard because, you know, America needs some more of these types of skill qualifier competitions that have really hard challenges that test you to make you go, okay, wow, I'm slacking in this area. I know for a fact that if I were to compete in this one right now, there's areas that I've definitely noticed that I'm slacking in. So we're trying to do that for everybody in Florida and out of state. Hopefully the Jacksonville qualifier will have people out of state come in. So where, you know, maybe Florida can actually see some skill level from other places. But yeah, we're at the Orlando right now, Orlando Parkour. It is hot as balls, we're all sweating. We have an hour left. We also have Sunshine State Championships 2021 t-shirts available for sale when you come to a qualifier or the finals. If you're not even competing in the final, it's fine. When you're coming to spectate, you can still get a shirt. Make sure you get it before they sell out. And I'm drinking water. And this is Tyler SoFlo. And who knows, maybe I might get into podcast mode, man. Nobody cares. All right, so we got Danny on the moving camera right now. We got Caleb setting up right here. He's going for the tic-tac pre-to-plyo and is definitely prepping it. He's almost there. That is a very awkward tic-tac, I must say. Watching those guys do it when I was on the camera earlier was definitely something. But, yeah. What else do we have here? Got Matt. Matt from Tampa, Florida, all the way in the back, setting up in that hole. Oh, that's not Matt, that's Seth. Hey, I am so sorry. You guys are wearing the same clothes, okay? So Seth, if you watch this, I'm sorry, my man, but from a distance, you and Matt are wearing the same thing. Where is Matt even? Caleb's going at it again. Once again, this tic-tac is actually very awkward. The slant is basically lined up with where the pre is, so it's almost like if you hit it wrong, you can directly slip off of the that slanted wall. So you kind of have to really angle your chest to the side so you get the most grip, so your foot is angled properly on the slant, so you get all that push, so your momentum can carry all the way over to make the plyo. Unless you have some incredible leg strength, then, you know, like George PK, where you just can, you know, fart and you already fly. If you don't have that, unfortunately, you have to really try and do the tic-tac correctly. Back there in the background, we had Joel doing that big stride tic-tac pre. Caleb's coming in, tic-tac pre. If anybody plays Wii Golf, you know when the ball goes right near the hole and then all the little Wii characters go, That's what that moment was. And your boy gonna drink some more water. All right, we got the drop pre from Mitchell. So, for anybody still tuning in on YouTube, once again, thank you for watching. Please stick with these guys. You guys can see who will podium soon, and also make sure that you either A, attend the finals at Miami Freerunning Parkour Academy, or watch it when we stream it. There's Joel in the background, stride pre. Oh my God, so close. So close. I wish you could hear me right now. If I was talking in Joel's ear right now, it'd be like this. You can do it. You got it. And then that would be it. Jesse attempting the tic-tac stride. Oh my God, Jesse. tic-tac, pre, plyo, plyo. Once again, you need to hit that tic-tac properly in order to maintain your momentum. If you're not very powerful in the legs or tall, you really need to rely on technique. So Gian right here, a perfect example actually. Coincidence that he shows up right when I say something like that. Joel attempting again, and just barely. Yeah, Gian would have to really rely on speed and technique in order to hit that first jump well, to then carry over to follow through to the whole movement. Otherwise, you're not just playing simple, you're just not going to make it. There goes Raul trying that Kong pre on that slant wall to the 180 pre back. Couldn't quite make it. That is an awkward thing to do. That slant isn't exactly... It's very steep, actually, so it has to be quick. That slant is steep if you land on it. If you stay there too long, you're a goner. You have to pop right off of it quick. Caleb going for the tic-tac pre again. Tic-tac pre, he goes, ah. I can hear him in the background saying he slipped somewhere. I don't believe him, but it's all good. Gian doing the typical parkour eyeing up jump. And Mitchell coming through the camera, doing a little prep for the drop pre, plow, plow, squeeze cat. Gian going for tic-tac pre. Mitchell, you screwed him up. And guess what? Now we should deduct a point from you, Mitchell. We should take away a point from you. Couldn't quite see on the camera, but I just witnessed Matt, who's dressed like Seth, by the way, just like I said before, attempt right side of the camera. Seth going for the tic-tac pre. Goes to the plyo, but makes it to the side. Maybe as a prep, maybe as a bailout. I don't know. Come on, Gian. Nice tic-tac, makes the pre. Once again, it's a big tic-tac, very awkward. If you don't have the power, you're gonna have to rely on other things. Gotta be good at it. Here comes Jesse. He can rely on his height. Tic-tac, pre, plyo, plyo, and stick. Nice. Very good, Jesse. Once again, for him, like, I even heard it from here. He slipped off that slant, but due to the grip of his shoes, he just made it and then was able to carry it over because of his power. Joel, again, still battling out that stride off that slant to the pre across. That is not easy to do, and it's many attempts so far. These guys have been going at it for over an hour now, and they're still going. Caleb's back at it with the tic-tac. Some of these guys are really trying to go for this thing. It's a comfortable, like, commitment, but it's not easy to do, right? Tic-tac pre, he goes for the, oh, and see, you have to have that momentum to carry over. You have to have either that strength or speed. That tic-tac pre is not scary to commit to. It's not daunting. It's just physically taxing. There's just so many different varieties in parkour challenges and skill comps. And when we set these challenges in this gym, we really try to do a healthy mixture of everything, and also not try to do too many to where it was just like not even attempt. You know, you want people to attempt it. You don't even want to look at it and go, ah, why am I going to even do this? The whole point is to push yourself, right? We got Matt's lookalike Seth wearing the same clothes. Tic-tac pre, goes for the plyo, and that's a bailout. Staggered his feet just so he wouldn't have to crane it. Seth wearing the same clothes. Joel again. Yeah, he's starting to... Joel and Gian attempting to jump at the same time in that camera angle. Joel's still battling it out, man. Caleb's here battling out too. I don't want him to give up. And I don't want him coming to me after this is over saying he slipped. Because I'm watching you right now, Caleb. Right? This is past Tyler telling future Caleb when he watches this later that I know you can do this. Alright? Come on, Caleb. Just as an FYI to our viewers, there's other guys attempting other jumps out of the camera's view. We're just focusing on Caleb right now. Caleb, and see, now he's really going for it, really committing for it. He has to get a little bit more speed though, and of course make the mental decision of I'm going at this wall no matter what. Here we got Jesse Napko from So-So Movement. I believe if I click this, you'll hear it. There it is, right there. That's his name. We got Mitchell right here. Mitchell Mercado. Drop pre, plyo, plyo, and you got to do that squeeze cat, and he almost had it. He almost gained his point right there. Jesse's looking at me right here with a poop face. Can't see him because our cameraman is not squatting right over the chalk book. It's all good. Most of our competitors over here now. And there we have Matt with the drop pre-plyo. Eric is standing next to me, and he's comforting me. His energy is actually very soothing. Gave me 2 pats on the back to reassure me that I'm doing a grand old job. Dad's proud. We have Jesse again. Here we have Jesse Napko from So-So Movement eyeing up his next challenge. Oh, quickly we have Seth doing the, wow, huge improvement from his last attempt. Massive improvement. I kept Jesse's name tag up just because, but that was Seth going for it. Huge improvement from his last attempt. Actually committed all the way to the very end of the challenge. I'm gonna take off Jesse's name tag here. We have Gian going for the tic-tac pre, plyo, plyo. Once again, someone like Gian needs to rely a lot on technique and speed in order to keep going. This is actually improvement from his last attempt, as you guys probably were noticing. We're back on Jesse. Making sure no one's crossed. That was a crazy look in his eye, but okay. Drop reply. He has to squeeze cat and he has to hold on to it. What we're looking for is 2 things. Control, and of course what comes with control is a decent amount of time being held on the wall. Obviously if you just kind of tap the wall and drop down, the point's not going to count. Here we have Caleb back at it, still battling with that tic-tac pre. Joel abandoning the tic-tac stride challenge on the other side of the gym and coming over here doing the drop pre-challenges with Raul. I guess Joel said, I've had enough of that thing, I didn't stick it, so I'm going to move on and not waste my energy and use it elsewhere. Raul Muniz getting ready for what seems to be the drop pre-plyo. Stop teasing us and just do it already. It's gonna drop pre over to that awkward angle. Now the ending of that skill actually is you're supposed to make it to that thinner wall that's on the outside of the course. So it's drop pre to the rail, drop pre plow to the rail, and then where he's standing, Joel, is you have to go from the orange rail to that point. And that is very difficult because it's almost like from the angle of that orange rail, I stood on it earlier, you really have to go at like a hard angle. It's not even like a slight angle where you're kind of going inside the course to that end wall. It's a hard, like, right side angle. And it's just straight commitment. So you really have to be comfortable with just going straight off of that railing without really focusing too much to where your concentration is so hard on the rail that you're not giving it your all on your power. It's very tedious work with rails. Mitchell going for the tic-tac pre for the first time, I believe. I do not know what challenge number that is. It may be 16. Back over at Raul. Raul Muniz setting up for drop pre, then a slight right side angle plyo to the rail, and then once again another right side angle plyo, but it's like really hard. So it just keeps on gradually getting more and more diagonal. And it's just see that hard angle turn he gave on that first drop pre. So he actually was kind of basically trying to make it to where every jump afterwards is actually a straight line, instead of thinking it too much like you're jumping to the side, like you're doing a sideways right side precision or whatever. That's going to be a lot harder mentally. So if you can somewhat change your landing position to then change your angle facing to where you want to end your plyos, maybe everything actually line up in a straight line and the commitment's not that bad. But if you were to focus all those precisions facing forward, it just feels like you're going to the right, like just diagonal prees, and it's just super difficult. And take Raul's tag off. Caleb, once again, if you watch this, just know that I said you could do this, so don't give up on me. That's all I'm saying, my man. Okay, I'm watching you over here, sipping some water, and we're having a good time. Try not to go on podcast mode because this isn't Tyler podcast mode. This is Tyler FLPK League. This is professional competition Tyler. But sometimes I'm on that care. Come on, Caleb. Here we go. Using the doorway to push. Take tac pre. Come on. Commit all the way. Yes, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And I know for a fact that after Caleb gets that close, he's not going to give up on it. He knows he can do it. Coming over here to the other side of the gym, we have Joel, Jesse, Eric talked to them, and Raul. Joel just earned a point. Fantastic. That Lachey cat grab, challenge number 15. Back over here with Raul. Don't know why he makes me remember to put people's tag names up. Shout out to Connor for making these little name tags for the stream. Amazing. Now, I've already described what this challenge is like, so watch him change his angle immediately on this first drop pre. Boom, already turning there, so he can keep everything in a straight line. He could have had that. See that wall that was on the right side of him? If you're not careful, you will hit that. So it's a very tight diagonal pre, that last bit. From the gray wall to the orange rail, it's not too bad, right? As you can see, he made it to where he doesn't have to jump diagonally, he can go straight down. But the last one, man, oh. Matt with the tic-tac pre. Once again, we're back with Caleb from Rilla Hops. Battling it out with the tic-tac pre plyo. Once again, like I said before, he got really close. Knowing him, he's not going to want to give it up. No sir-ree. Now, this video, I believe, after it's done streaming, will stay published on our YouTube. Thumbnail will most likely change to where you guys will know that it's about Orlando. Sorry about that little glitch with Caleb's name. It's up there again. Joel and Raul eyeing up the really awkward to the right side dive Kong cat grab where your run up is a wall. We have our cameraman, Danny, trying to get a higher angle to get everybody in. There he goes, and there we go. Caleb with the finisher of that tic-tac plyo. Took a minute, but he won the battle. I'm gonna take his name off now since he won. Yep, there it is right there. Wow, I don't think that counts, but what? Okay. Gonna take a, Raul right here, up again. Once again, the run up is a wall. You have to dive Kong to the right to then cat grab. So it's not a direct Kong. When you're standing on that wall, your Kong vault is not straight ahead of you. You have to dive to the right side. Seth with the, oh, there we go. All right, I'm not sure. Well, all I can definitely say is Seth made a huge improvement from his first attempts of that tic-tac pre plyo complex to what you just saw. So here we have Joel going for that really weird dive Kong cat grab. It is so awkward to literally dive over a little gap. Like see that little corner where Raul is having to dive over? To have to dive over like that awkwardly as a Kong to then commit for the full cat grab. I mean, let me tell you, that's just weird. What has Raul got under his sleeve, ladies and gentlemen? Here we have Raul eyeing this up. Can he do it? Oh, almost. All right, sorry about that, guys. Back here with Joel. It seems like Raul and Joel are the two warriors for this challenge. They're the only ones attacking it so far. We haven't seen anybody else really attempt it, but they're really going for it. Joel's a very techie guy, and look at that, already going for it, committed full on, got that cat grab. I believe he just earned himself a point. His victorious hands up proved so. Raul is struggling with this one, however. See, a lot, like I said, once again, these healthy mixtures of challenges that we have here really can either cater to you or show you what you're slacking. Raul, you've seen smash a bunch of challenges already. Maybe Joel hasn't smashed as much as Raul, but as you saw, for some reason, Joel's mind completely took over this challenge and was able to commit, as opposed to Raul, who was struggling.
Like 20 minutes. 20 minutes? Really?
20 minutes. 20 minutes left for these guys to get everything they have in on these challenges. Doing a little Instagram story promos. Got Danny on the cameras. It's all running smoothly. These guys are sweating it out. Let me tell you right now, these guys are really, really going for it. That only means one thing, they care. Off camera, like I said, there's other guys in the gym really going for these challenges. You might not see everyone all at once. The gym's kind of big, actually. We have Zach from Sarasota. He came in kind of last minute, decided, you know what, I'm just going to do it anyway. And that type of for fun mentality, believe it or not, is the best. When you're applying too much pressure on yourselves and you're in a competition environment, that actually is not conducive for a good performance. It's kind of that, yeah, I'm going to do it, kind of fun whatever attitude that for some reason helps your mind go with the flow, and that helps you commit for things, therefore your performance enhances. No, mute me. Yeah. All right. Once again here, guys, we're at Orlando Parkour in Longwood, Florida. We're utilizing all of our equipment here to kind of see how well and how smoothly the streaming works out. Leave some comments wherever you guys are at watching this, which is, I think it's just YouTube actually, so now I sound like an idiot. Leave comments on what you guys feel like about the streaming. We want to do it in the finals. Here we have the scoreboard updates. We have Jesse Napko for 5 points. Raul Muniz at 9. Joel with the same. Mitchell at 2 points. Caleb from Rilla Hops, 8 points. Gian at 3. Seth Ryan, 4 points. Luis struggling a bit, but it's all good because these things are not easy all the time, man. He has 0 at the moment. And Zach, once again, like I said, the last minute submission, he decided to do it for fun. He's at 1 point right now out of 30. Now, these challenges are difficult. These are not meant to be ticked off very easily. These are meant to struggle. You are meant to have a hard time. You are meant to see where you're at, set a standard for yourself for next year, train hard for it. Now, our highest point athletes, the highest points we have so far is 9. So by the end of this, let's see who can get a bit more. Just know that attaining those 9 points alone was already difficult. We're back to the static camera here. Jesse Napko getting ready for they stride pre to dive Kong out. That is what that challenge is. Each of these challenges are 1 point. I believe we have 2 athletes with 9 points, which is the highest at the moment, and 1 at 8. So, if you remember from the scoreboard, you can kind of already get an idea of who is going to be on the podium. But you never know what can happen.
You can start on the ground if you want to.
Seth Wheeler on the right, attempting to drop stride to cat grab to Dinos. Not an easy one. Mitchell going for the stride pre. If you do not have enough momentum out of that jump, there's no way you're going to make that dive Kong, unless You have springs in your calves like George Piquet, and therefore you can do anything you want, and you can even use farts as extra propulsion. But some of these guys don't have that luxury, so they have to rely on beard tech. Joel's already prepping it. Once I think I heard Max Henry say if you can plyo it, you can dive Kong it. I feel like that's 9 times out of 10 true because the momentum kind of applies. However, dive Kong, you're just throwing your entire upper body forward at it. So with that being said, Joel did try that stride pre and has more than enough momentum to commit to the dive Kong. Now it's, can he do it? Can he commit with his hands forward? How did I get unmuted? Like I said, guys, just let me embarrass myself if I want to. That's all I'm saying. I was muted for a lot of it. I was saying a lot of cool things, and nobody heard it. Nobody heard the cool things I just said because I was muted, didn't even know it.
Tyler just went on an entire rant about Max Henry and his entire beliefs of plyoing and Konging. He had some very, very particular words that he wanted to share about it, but I think it would be better to just leave it and go from here.
I think people have not enough of my voice as well, so I'm just going to kind of watch everybody. I'm going to just basically restate, athletes don't have that much time left. Don't know how much energy they have left in them, but some of them still have got some in them. Raul just went from one challenge, did about 3 attempts. Now he's back to the tic-tac pre-plyo, and he's still going for it. He's giving everything he has, and that is the furthest I've seen him go on that challenge. That is kick ass, my man. The other challenge he was attempting, where my voice cut out when I didn't know it was because I'm an idiot, was the drop pre-plyo squeeze cat. His feet kept slipping off, and from an outside perspective, it seemed like he just kind of like uncommitted and dropped his feet. But who am I to say, because that challenge is hard. Seth, once again, going for that stride pre-dive Kong, didn't commit. Earlier, when my voice was cut out, again, he slightly committed and then uncommitted, and that was kind of scary. You don't want to do that when you're going head first, you know what I'm saying? That's a video by Rilla Hops, go watch it.
Go first.
Mitchell going for a stride pre and dropping there at the dive Kong. If you do not practice dive Kongs that much, that might be actually a daunting dive Kong for you here at the Orlando Parkour Gym in Longwood, Florida. Raul once again setting up for the tic-tac pre. Plyo, and what do we have here? A stick. Raul has earned himself yet again another point. This guy just doesn't stop. He saw he was being smart. He was going for that drop pre-plyo cat grab that Jesse is now going for. And after a couple times, he said, it's not worth my energy. I'm going to go to somewhere else where I think I can prove myself and get those points. And that's exactly what he just did. Now, should your boy be a professional ESPN commentator? It's very possible. I can do that too. I can most likely do it. Now, what sport would I like to commentate? Probably ping pong. What sport would I like to commentate? Professional air guitar. All I'm saying. Would I be good at it? Probably. You put me in some baseball and stuff, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to commentate the regular sports. I want to commentate the weird ones. Okay? This room is full of weirdos. I'm a weirdo, and that's why I like to commentate it. Joel has more than enough momentum for that dive Kong. He should save his energy, use his mental strength to commit for it one more time and actually go for it. Not waste that much energy going through all of those strides and pre's and then cutting off at that dive Kong and not committing. There he is staring at Gareth. Drop pre-plow from Raul. Squeeze cat, once again dropping off. Seems that he wants to revisit this again, even though he just ticked off a challenge earlier. As you can see, he is not letting go on that. He wants it. Now, I know right now I don't think anybody's viewing, and that's fine. When you watch this later on in the future, just know that I'm putting as much effort in my there it goes. Never mind. I'm not putting any effort at all. Never mind. Forget it. I can't even say the word commentating. The fact that I can't even say the word commentating means I shouldn't even put any effort at all. Drop pre-plyo, squeeze cat from Seth. Couldn't quite make it, but he almost had it. What I was going to say is just know I'm putting in as much effort with my talking as if there was people watching at the moment. This is, of course, the tail end. I think people saw enough earlier when the real action was going on, when everybody was fully energized as opposed to being tired. We have Zach and Jesse from So-So Movement, Sarasota, Florida, just sitting there chilling because they're probably gassed. Joel from Tampa, Florida, up against the wall. He's also gassed. Probably sweating it out, man. Oh, he's eyeing up another jump, though. Seth still contemplating the drop pre-plyo, squeeze cat. Two founders of FLPK League talking to each other, aka Eric Price and Gareth. And the annoying one, me, the third one, talking. Joel going for Kong pre, almost there. Still energy in the tank. Kong to basically a bounce back off that orange rail. Drop pre-plyo, squeeze cat from Seth, and almost had it, but not quite. Not quite. That's how Eric likes to have conversations, and a cat grab on a bar, all good. Jesse pulling out some more 5% iPhone battery out of his system, eyeing up the same jump as Joel, I believe. Yep, and because of his length, he can make that easily. He should not give up on that. These guys right now, you know when your iPhone just kind of is at, I don't know, I want to say 80%. You're like, yeah, I'm going to have iPhone percentage battery for the whole day. And then after an hour, it's at 1%. But then for some reason, it stays at 1% for the rest of the day, just clinging on for dear life. Just stays on 1%. That's what these guys are doing right now. These guys are on all day 1% iPhone battery usage. I just saw them panting and sweating. They're red in the face, and he got up and is still going for it. Joel has probably tried so many challenges with everything he has, and he's still going for it at the nth hour of this freaking qualifier. It's amazing. Raul has no shirt. Don't know why. It's all good. No, it's hot as hell. That right there was an attempt for the stride pre, which ends in a dive Kong to complete the challenge and earn a point. Couldn't quite commit there. Joel going for the Kong pre again. Bounce back. He is not stopping. This guy's attempted so many things. And whether he's got them or not, he was just like, all right, moving on to the next one. And then he gives everything he has on that one. It's not even like preps. It's like full-on attempts. See, there we go. Jesse's sitting down. He is tired, but earlier he got up and tried again. So who knows how much longer he might sit there and just try again. We have Raul and Seth up on the wall, eyeing up and battling out the drop pre-plyo squeeze cat or clinger cat. Seth going first. Almost there. He's switching his feet too much on that wall. Pick a spot, keep your feet there. Nah, I suck at those. I just regular cat grab's fine. Why make it harder? You know, the top of the wall's right there. All good though. Squeeze cat. Oh, Raul is just there, but his feet keep coming off. And his shoes are grippy too, so I don't know. Maybe it's just his grip. That would be my issue for sure. Matt in the back, going for the tic-tac pre. Plyo complex. Tic-tac makes it, and not quite enough power and momentum to keep him going. Carry himself over all the way to the end. We are coming to a close on this qualifier. They do not have much time at all. Gareth over there at the top being the judge, keeping track of everybody's points. Seth still going at this. Drop pre-plyo to clinger cat, and once again, one foot is higher than the other one. I think he is staggered it too much. There's too much distance between his feet staggered on that wall. It needs to be a little bit closer together so he can stay on there. Once again, Raul with this, and turned too much. I'd like to know what's going on here. He's attempted so many times. I want to know what the issue is with that staying on the wall. But it's all good, okay? Because once again, we're here to push forward. We're here to set a standard, set a bar, so you can train and know where you should be, where you're slacking, and what you're good at. We're going to do this again, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see more people next year. I want to see people going hard. I want to see people really going for it. This is the SSC 2021. There's a year in the name because it happens again. FLPK League is meant to house all of Florida's events and competitions, promotion-wise and organization. If there's another gym in the state or a team hosting something, we'll be the ones to fully promote it. We want to be a one-shop all hub for all the events in Florida, so you're not kind of looking around seeing what's next. We have it all there, but also on top of that, promoting other people's stuff, we have our own competition every year, and that's this right here. Matt has now switched up his attempts from the tic-tac pre to that 180 cat grab. That was probably just a feeler, just to see where he's at. We're all setting up for something here. Oh, yes, that challenge is actually very difficult. That is a stride off of that last wall he was just on to the green rail that you see in the bottom of the screen, and then a plyo all the way down. That right there would be the running pre to that green rail, and then a plyo to the left side of the camera. It is PHAT, all caps, spaces in between each letter, fat. That's all I'm saying. I saw it, I looked at it, and I was like, how? That's hard. Like, as it should be. Man, seems like that Daft Kong is giving some people trouble. I believe Raul might be the only one that has actually fully committed on that and made it. Earned him one of his points. Raul, again, battling out this drop pre-plyo. Squeeze cat. Clinger cat. Here he goes. Can he stay? Can he stay? Can he stay? Oh my God. Better yell at him on this microphone. Jesse Napko bringing up that 1% iPhone battery. Energy life out of him to attempt this. Does he have it? Can he stay? Dropping that left foot. He's got grip on his shoes too. Maybe if he kept that left foot up there longer, he would have made it. Joel, he's not on 1%. He's still on 5. He's got more. He decided to red SoFlo movement today. We appreciate that. Got some people repping the SSC shirts. Once again, guys, we have shirts to represent this event, this competition, for sale at every qualifier and the finals. Pick yours up soon. Don't let them run out. If there's any small quantity left over, we will sell it on our website in case you couldn't get one. Drop pre-plyo to squeeze cat from Raul Muniz, and almost, it looked like he stayed on there longer, but his chest kept falling back and the weight of his torso threw him off. Not enough grip strength to hold on. It's also very, very tiring. It's been almost 2 hours now. Joel attempting the same thing. His feet slip right off. Maybe get a new pair of shoes, all I'm saying. I'm going to get the time quick. We have 25 minutes left. Now, it definitely felt like 15 minutes ago we said that there was 20 minutes left. I guess we lied. There's 25 minutes left. Seth going for the same challenge. Oh, see, now he held on a little bit longer, but feet slipping off, turns to the side too much. 25 minutes left for this qualifier. Raul Muniz over here drinking some water. He is going at it. I won't say his points. He can hear me, but I can't talk to him. What? How many viewers? Okay, I'm back. These challenges are meant to be difficult. I was just told by one of the competitors that these are hard challenges. Yeah, that's the point. SSC, Sunshine State Championships. They're not, it's not really meant to be ticked off. Perfect example is earlier this year, Soulful Movement hosted an event called the Easter Challenge Hunt where competitors were to have a team of 2 and you find eggs around Ybor City that had QR codes where you scan with your phone and unlocks challenges, and if you record them, if you copy them and record them and submit it through your Google Drive folder that you're given in the comp, you earn points. Those challenges were more quantity than quality, simply because the novelty of the whole competition was meant to be a scavenger hunt. You're doing parkour around the city, you have a teammate, you're using your phone to discover challenges, it's an Easter hunt. You know, it's a huge novelty thing, but it was definitely like a lot of them were just ticking off like show up, do them, because you needed more time to keep finding more. It was quantity over quality. This is the reverse of that. Okay, this is meant to be quality over quantity. This is meant to be, oh damn, really? And these guys are going at it. Except for that part. I didn't like that last part. It definitely looked like a wipeout where his face hit it. I can promise you guys he didn't hit his face, but he's going for it. Some competitors right now, I don't believe they've called it quits, but they've definitely sat out for a while to probably regain their strength or their mind game. Raul has not stopped, however. Drop pre-plyo. Going for the squeeze cat. Can he hang on? And he hangs on. Another point for Raul Muniz. Fantastic. Absolutely amazing. Guys, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. The other stream, this qualifier stream video will stay on, and then the next one will be the finals, and then the other qualifier videos will be put together in a montage and posted here. But we will individualize those qualifier videos into little edits for our IGTV on Instagram, which is at FLPK_league. So go ahead and follow that account on Instagram. We will have the Tampa, Jacksonville, and Miami qualifier videos separately on there, and then we'll put all 3 together for one cool big video on YouTube. And then the finals at MFR, Miami Freerunning Academy, will be published on YouTube as well. We will also live stream it. Hence why we're doing it here as kind of like a little test run. And it's cool to commentate, man. I'm never not tired of talking. I actually talk too much. Seth is still going for this. He is not stopping. He might just keep doing this until the end of the comp. Danny puts his hand in front of the camera, and I don't like that. Matt over there in the corner is revisiting this drop pre-plyo, but it's a slight angled left plyo to a rail, and it's upwards. He has done that multiple times, and he's still going for it. Joel as well. I just rhymed hashtag, but I'm not a rapper. Very nice, convenient prep on the side where you can drop pre and just plow straight across up onto the wall and see if you can make it to the rail. It's just that ever so slight mental commitment to actually make it to the rail. And that's your boy. Now, is he not looking as in shape as he wants to be? You betcha. But will he be soon? Yep, because he's going to start eating avocados. Anyway. Anyway, what was I saying? Matt over here going for the drop pre, plyo over, and just not quite. Like I said, the prep's easy, but when you have to commit to that railing, you have to give it that extra umph to cross over to the left and then stick the rail. Mitchell did something that nobody likes, and that usually means time to rest. Now his hand probably slipped. Once again, super hot, sweaty. It's super hot fire, okay? He never showers without a loofah. Hot fire, don't forget the supa, okay? All of our knees are weak, all their palms are sweaty, and they're gonna slip off these walls, man. Mitchell going for it again. That is a, you couldn't see it, camera didn't pan over, but what he slipped on earlier was a Kong, and what the goal is to Kong to that orange bar that was in front of him. Zach going for the tic-tac lache pre on that little protruding wall that this gym is built. Jesse mustering up the last bits of his energy, still going for this stride tic-tac pre. That is a stride off that corner wall, way to the left, and then you stride off that slanted wall, which I said is steep, to a pre all the way across, and it is not a close pre. Joel saying, this is my chalk bucket. Caleb Iliano from Rilla Hops, don't even know if I said his last name right, it's all good, I'd rather say Igloo, is chilling up on the wall with Marcia. I don't know if he is still taking a break and gonna come back in the nth hour, nth minute of this competition, or if he's calling it quits now. We'll find out later. Now, if you guys are watching this or listening to this after this has been streamed and it's been posted later, just know I'm still talking for you. You, the person watching and listening right now. I'm still sitting here commentating for the sake of exactly that. For the future watcher. If you're not watching right now while live streaming, because you're not, because I'm looking at the viewers, I get it. You want to wait to see who podiums, because nobody wants to sit through like 2 hours of just people, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. Kind of just want to see the end result. Watch the first half, and then after that, you know, kind of see the end result. Kind of like the Mortal Kombat movie. You know, you watch the beginning a little bit, and then you skip to the end because the end fight's better. That's kind of what you're doing. So I'm here for that. We got a whole bunch of group of guys over there, our competitors, going for this tic-tac lache pre. Caleb coming down. Don't know if he is wanting to continue competing or not. Joel just went for the Kong to grab, and he actually nailed it, but he made it harder on himself. I'll move over to the static camera. Where Matt is standing, there's a bar next to his head. You Kong from the wall to the right of him to that bar. You top up, you stand up, then you jump to the bar across and lache regrab. What Joel was trying to do is he Konged to regrab that bar, and then he tried to lache from there upwards to that top bar. He just made it harder for himself, even though he nailed the hardest part, which was the Kong to grab of the railing. So, I hope that he goes for it again and does it right, does not make it harder on himself. Back to the moving camera. We have Seth going for the tic-tac lache. Can't quite make the pre. I'm gonna cut back to the static camera for Joel. Kong grabs the bar, tops out. As you can see, it's not easy if you have too much momentum. Now he's doing what he's supposed to do, which is stand up and then re-grab that bar. Now he's going to go ahead and lache across, and then a quarter turn cat grab. Oh, peels right off. Well, at least this time he did it better, because before he was making it way harder himself. That was quite a challenge that he tried. Back to the moving camera. There's a wall. I love looking at walls. I believe Matt is going to go for the same thing, but we'll see who Danny pans to first. Matt did not commit for it. Who we have here, Raul Muniz going for the tic lache. This might seem a little bit easy, but it is not an easy challenge. It's not that much space coming out of that wall either. I want to go back to using people's name tags thing. That was cool. We got Seth right here. Boom, Seth Ryan. That last name sounds like it could be an energy drink. Trademark it before somebody steals it. All right. He's not going anymore. I'm just going to keep clicking people's names. I think it's cool. Who is this next? I believe it is this guy right here, Luis Vargas. Tic Tac comes off the bar. He has a lot of tape on his hands. He is peeled and he is in pain, but he is still going for it. Now that takes some strength. Don't know what's going on with the camera right now. We have Mitchell going for the tack. Everyone's going for this tack lache pre right now. Danny leaving the camera. Guess it's a good angle because everybody's here. We're also coming to a close and everyone's getting tired. And I'm still talking. And I think I'm gonna get sushi after this before I go home. Danny actually left the camera to try that. And that's what we're all about, bro. FLPK League. That's what we're here to do. Cameraman leaves his post to go try a challenge. And we got Caleb over there, knowing I was commentating. Don't zoom in on me, I feel naked. We got Raul, Tic Tac, Lache, Crane. Not easy. Everybody is there. I guess this is what the last challenges are. This is the last challenge they're going to try to do before the competition ends. This qualifier is hot. Why is this gym not a little bit cooler? I don't know, but at least the design is impressive, right? Danny, look at you. You're supposed to be behind the camera, not Caleb. It's the reverse. This is the reverse. He's the competitor. You're the camera guy. All good. Box jump for no reason. That's not part of the competition. Hell yeah. All right, guys. So if you're once again watching the stream or this video right now, way after it's been posted, I'm gonna mute myself. We'll come back to you shortly. We have 10 minutes left in this competition. In 10 minutes, we will be back with the end results, last jumps, and podiums, and who makes it on to the final at Miami Freerunning Parkour Academy on October 10th. Seth completing the Tic Tac Lache Pre. I will be back. there's no audio because I said I'd be back in 10 minutes, but now 5 because there's 5 minutes left of the competition. Just responding to this guy that's from a team called Social Movement. His name's Tony. All right, decided to come back a little bit earlier just because Dan's back on the camera. We're coming to a close here. We have less than 5 minutes now. Raul still has some gas left in the tank. We're talking about that nth hour 1% iPhone battery where your phone literally works for the rest of the day on 1% for no freaking reason, even though you had an 80% an hour before that. All good. Raul is on 1% iPhone battery. The challenge here is precision to that orange bar, drop pre to the orange bar below. Yeah, that's not easy, especially to do it at the end of the competition after he did everything he's done so far and attained all the points he has. This is ridiculous to commit to because the pre across is fine. It's the drop pre immediately. That's just like, but like right now? But I guess he doesn't care. Oh my God, this guy. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, whoever's watching, when Raul wants to, he'll do it. It's like when he trains outside, he's just kind of casual, but in a competition setting, out of nowhere, he really goes for it. Like when he wants it, he'll do it. Because he's impressed me so far today. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen him like this in a while. Raul's getting once going, committing for the standing precision drop pre to these rails after having done everything he's done. Drop pre. Oh my God! And a bounce back like that to a rail from that height is ridiculous with the energy levels that he's probably at. Look at his face. Look, he's holding onto the bar with his sweaty hands when he knows he shouldn't do that. So that's how you know he's not thinking clearly. Like he knows he's gonna slip. You better wipe that off.
That's it.
Competition's over. Well, with that being said, maybe Raul put his hands on that rail because he knows that the competition's over. Time is up. Gareth just called it. He's got the clipboard. He's coming down. He's been up there judging this whole 2 hours. Eric's over here with me to emotionally support me. I've been talking to nobody. This is for the future viewers that want to watch it afterwards. I kept it fun for you guys, so you're welcome. Basically, now the competitors are going to go ahead and just relax, wipe off all the sweat. They've made a pool of sweat over there on the obstacles. They're going to get water, and pretty soon we're going to go ahead and tally up the scoreboards once more, and then go ahead and podium everybody. 3 founders of FLPK League, me, myself, and I. Gareth, Eric, and myself are going to do a football huddle, talk it out. Danny's coming over with the camera. We will be back very shortly with all the resorts. Thank you to all our competitors. Thank you everybody watching. We will be back.
No, don't end it. Are you ready?
All right, guys. You'll be able to hear.
Give all yourselves a round of applause real quick for just kicking ass.
Yay.
All of you guys, hey
You guys did great.
Who owns an iPhone? Okay, you know when like you have your phone at 80% and then an hour later it's at 1%, but for them the rest of the day it's at 1% and it just stays that way? That was all of you guys like just doing this for like 10 minutes. I guess I'll do it again. I saw Jesse. Where's Jesse? Right there. Oh, yeah. I saw him sit down just like red and panting, and he was like, "Fuck it, I'll try it again." He sit down on there. I was like, "Damn." Or there, that one. Yeah. All right.
All right, guys, you ready? With 6 points in 3rd place, we have Seth. Woo! Yeah! Yeah! In 2nd place, with 8 points, we have Caleb. Woo! Yeah! And then in 1st place, with 12 points, we have Raul. Woo! Ramen noodles. That's it, guys. I appreciate everyone coming out.
You have a speech?
I'd like to thank my mom.
All right.
He wants to thank his mom. What else?
I like to thank the Academy.
He wants to thank the Academy.
Is that Miami Freerunning Academy?
I like to thank So Movement.
So Movement, all the capybaras. That's what he
Okay,
likes to
big
thank.
shout out.
All my fellow Academies.
All right, the music's playing. You're good. Just movement trumpets. Well, thank you guys once again.
Alrighty, guys, on the live stream. Everybody on the live stream, this is Eric back at you. So, to clear up everything real quick, as far as the scoreboard goes, as you can see, we have Raul in 1st, Caleb in 2nd, with Seth in 3rd, Jesse, Joel, and Matthew have all already qualified for the Miami finals. And so they have automatically been gone on. So that means that the runners-up have moved on to the finals. Again, that means Seth Ryan, Caleb Luliano, and Raul Munez will go ahead and head to Miami for the finals with a chance to compete for the grand prize of $500. All right. Everybody, one more time, thank you guys so much for actually coming to our live stream. Thank you all the competitors for coming out and supporting our competition here. And everybody else, you guys were amazing.